So when it comes to preparation, I think the first thing you need to come equipped with is the right attitude. An expedition, by its very nature, is something that's is a changeable thing. We have an itinerary. The itinerary is that we hope to get to the back end of the trip on the day that we said we would. What's written on the days between all of day 1 and day 16 can change by the hour or by the day. So if you've got an attitude that says, I'm open to whatever the expedition brings, then that's the first part of the preparation. The second part is to know that not everything that you would like to have on board with you can take, because we're travelling on a beach in this case. The heavier the vehicles are, the more inclined they are to become stuck or bogged and then struggle over obstacles. So it's packing efficiently, and it's also packing to make sure that you don't damage the car internals, because you'll be going over a lot of really rough surfaces that'll be, flicking stuff from left and right and all over the cab. So having things that are packed correctly in your car, and that might mean that in my case, I pack all of mine into what I call butcher's crates, and those are all loaded and secured down in the back of my car. In the trailer, I've got that as well, and any hard things that might be inclined to slip and slide around in the trailer, I might use something like a sleeping bag or a pillow to put in there to stop the things from moving around. But every trip's different in how you prepare. No two are the same. Asking the expedition leaders before you go what's an appropriate thing to do. What would we need? First of all, each of the participants would need to bring enough water to be able to cater for themselves. So your own drinking needs, plus your own washing up needs and so forth. But then, because this was a trip where we were all working with one another, everybody had to carry some water for the kitchen. So there was 20 or 40 litres per vehicle that was required for the kitchen. If you were travelling in a smaller group, you might carry a little bit more water because you are very, very isolated. Although because you're not too far from, say, the air highway, the fact is you might only be 30 kilometres, but that could take you 2 days to drive there, and it'll be bush bashing. You need to have that backup in every case. You need to have enough fuel to go as far as you think that fuel service station might be, but you also need to have spare in case you have to backtrack, or in case there's a power outage in the servo and they haven't got fuel on, or the tanker hasn't arrived and the fuel's not there. So you always need to think of those contingencies, and that's really, really important with any expedition that you do.